Hello guys, it's me, Rafa, your English teacher, and today we will be do more one podcast, and I bring my friend Yunita, and Yunita, please introduce yourself to my subscribers.
All right. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I hope that everybody is doing all right there. Just remember during this pandemic, you have to taking care of yourself because it's you and you, not everybody, just you. Okay. Remember the health protocol. Wash your hands, put your mask, and social distance. That for sure. Well, I have a long name, but mostly my friend called me Yunita, and I'm from Indonesian. And I have a profession as an English teacher in primary school. And I also help my university teaching there, teaching English for young learners for second semester. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Rafa.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, my friend. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thanks for your message to my subscribers. It will be very cool, right? Because yeah, it's up to us, right? To care about us, to care to people, right? And yes, it's a so kind from you. And yeah, let's start our conversation. Okay. I think that our our subject it is very cool, right? About some tricks, right, to learn English. And in your beginning, what is your big problem? What do you think that when you start studying English?
Okay, so here for Indonesian, we have a national language which bond our cultures, which we call Bahasa Indonesia. And
Mhm.
English is our foreign language. So it is hard for us to learn other foreign language. But since English is our international language, people have to manage to speak in English. So mostly problem we have is that the written language is not as the same as the way we pronounced. All right.
Mhm.
So for example, okay, let me see. Teacher, this is how we pronounce it, but the letter is Teacher, but we have to pronounce it teacher. So it's kind of difficult for a new language learner,
Mhm.
especially foreign language, right? But if you have this motivation to learn English, then you got to do whatever it takes. But I can give you a little bit tricks how to manage that. First, you have to listen. Listen to any kind of English material. Start from reading comics, which is written in English, and then listening to an English song. I mean, like, music from music, and try not to seek for the translation. Just enjoy the rhythm and then try to sing it, to sing along. And then if you enjoy to see and to watch movie, do not try to see from the title. Just guess what are the actors are talking about because it is help you to increase your vocabulary.
Mhm. I
And
agree.
the last one, yeah, the last one, it sounds silly, but people keep using this theory. And this is a cool technique. Just grab a mirror, a simple mirror, and stand up in front of it and try to speak in front of the mirror by yourself. Do not shy to see your face because you are because you are the only person who know how your face looks like, okay?
Mhm.
And try to speak by yourself. Okay, so just put vocabularies and try to remember it and try to pronounce it well. Do not shy with the way your lips moves because the ugly your lips moves, the better your pronunciation. That's the tricks.
Whoa, I like that. Really. I do like that because, for example, you say about films. For example, you are watching a movie, and
Yep.
with you, if out your language transcription. For example, if you are watching a video in English, right, and the transcription is in Indonesia or in
Yep.
Portuguese, I think that
Yep.
it can works for the beginners, but for
Yeah, sure.
intermediate and advanced learners, of course not, because we need to watch and to see how to pronounce the words correctly. And I think that
Yes.
English transcription is very important, right? When you are intermediate or advanced learners, because it's you have to see how to pronounce, right? Because I
Yes.
think it's very important. And
Yeah.
for example, and the other one, I like that your advice about to look yourself in the mirror and you see how to pronounce, because I think it's very important. You know how to move your lips, right? To pronounce our words, because it's very important. I don't know if you study English at university, but I study a little bit, and we have some trickies at there that they teach us, right, to move our lips, right, to move our mouth, to see that, oh, in this word you should do this or that. I think it's very important, this exercise, right, because it's a muscle, right? Because
Yes.
for example, if you go to the gym, right, you do exercise for army, right? I don't know, to leg. For example, you are doing exercise to leg, and your leg is stronger, stronger, stronger. And of course, the mouth,
Exactly.
it's the same, right? It's the same thing.
Yep.
You have to exercise, right? And when we see the other people to use, right? Problem. Oh, teacher. For example, you see the how to pronounce. It's very important for us. And yes, I like that. I like your trick.
Okay.
Is it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. One more thing.
Mm,
Uh, from listening to the music and watching movies,
mm-hmm,
sometimes people tends to imitate the way actors or singers say it in
mm-hmm.
pronouncing words. And from movie, we know how actor use intonation in
Mm,
saying sentences. So
mm-hmm,
sometimes we use that. Intonation is very, very matter. It's really important for us in learning English because intonation here is also called an etiquette for us to say something to someone. Okay. And from this singer and from the actor from a movie, you know how many idioms you can learn. Idioms sometimes necessary for us because
mm-hmm,
it is like beautify our communication with foreign learner. It is not really important if you and your partners already understand, but if you are talking with native speaker, use idioms with mostly used there in the native speakers line. You got what
mm-hmm.
I mean?
Yes.
So I guess listening to the music, watching movies, and practicing yourself in front of the mirror is a good tricks. But before you're practicing listening, watching, and imitating in front of the mirror, you have to be like make your brain full of knowledge of English. If your brain are empty without English knowledge at all, you cannot observe a lot of vocabularies.
Mm-hmm,
So maybe first you have to read. You have to read. From reading, you know vocabularies. And then the next level is listening to the music, watching movies, and practicing yourself in front of a mirror.
mm-hmm. Because, for example,
Yep.
when we read, it's very important because you see the context. For example, these days
Yep,
I was
exactly.
for example, these days I was reading the Bible in English, and and I see the word before. For example, we have before and after, right? But when we talk before, for example, I was born down before you, for example, it's the other
Mm-hmm.
context, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they we don't see the words before in this manner, but but when you read, it's very important. You see the context, you learn, right? And I think that it's a new knowledge because, as
Yes.
you see, it's very important to absorb more English knowledge to our mind because it's very good for us, right? To see that how the words and how to use, right? And it's a, how can I say, it's a uh, example, right, for our mind. It's a pattern, right? It's new pattern to our mind, and I think that it's really important if you are intermediate or advanced to read more and more in English because you have to practice, right? You have to see the content, you have to see how it works, and yeah, it's very important. I think that you brought many many tricks that it's very amazing. I like that. The music, for example, when you see the intonation, for example, I don't like. It's very important when you. It's very different when you say I don't like and I don't like, and I think that it's very different. You see the intonation, right? You see that how can I do the link sounds, for example. I think that instead of you say I don't like, and you say I don't like, right? You see that how to do the link sounds. It's very important to see the link sound, for example, the intonation, how to intonate a word. I think that it's very important. But I think it's depend on the learners, right? For example, of the countries. You see, for example, it's very different our English, right? You are
That's what I
Indonesian.
said. Yeah,
You are
that's what I
Indian.
said about motivation. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm,
what I said about motivation at the first place. If you, as a teacher, okay,
mm-hmm,
I will give you just a sharing experiences. If you're a teacher, if you're an English teacher, it means you have a lot of students, right? So
mm-hmm,
it means that you have to make them love English first. Imagine if you are in love with someone, you will do everything for the one you love. This is works for English learner. If you love English, it means that you will do anything and everything about
mm-hmm,
English. So first thing first, do you love English? If the answer is yes, it means that you have to do everything for English. But if you don't love English, if you do not love English, it means that you or maybe another tutor, another teacher has to grow their love about English.
mm-hmm,
That is a very hard job for a teacher or for a tutor to grow their love about English.
mm-hmm.
So, as I said, motivation here coming
Motivation.
from around them, and do you remember that when there is someone, I like you, right? And then people will ask, why do you like me? Because you are so happy, you always give me knowledge, you always give me ideas. It means that you are talking with the right person. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
so this person gave a positive impact for you to love English more. That's the point. So if your subscribers love English, means that they already, you know, if someone in love, they will do, everything and anything. That's what I mean.
it's changed many things.
So yeah, and
Mhm.
accent is not really important. Accent is not really important. Do not do not chase accent. because accent is at the, well, I can say 20 place, or maybe 17, or I don't know. What matter is the clarity of your pronunciation. This
Mm,
is this is
good
this is
point.
why I told you and everyone here that you need to speak in front of the mirror. Don't be shy if your mouth is moving like a fish, but that that is helping you how to make it better. You know how the fish in the aquarium, the way they breathe, right? But do not shy for that, because it will, yeah, exactly. It will help you to grow your pronunciation about English.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
English is your foreign language. English is your foreign language. So you will do anything and everything.
hmm Because
It's
for
easy
example,
peasy, actually. Yeah.
yes, because for example, we see many people that they are so worried about, oh, my, I don't have an American accent, and
No,
people,
don't
and they
worry.
say,
Don't worry about
and they
that.
say, oh
Yeah.
my, and they will words and they say, oh, my English is so bad. Oh my gosh, I don't have an American accent, and
Yeah.
they
No,
very great.
that's not important. The most important is the clarity of your pronunciation, and partners which
Mhm.
you are talking to understand to each other. It means that you guys are having communication. So
Of
what is the
course.
point in talking? What is the point in talking between two person if they can't communicate to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Besides, if you still have your dialect from your native country, it is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Really. Don't worry. It is beautiful if you have your native dialect. You know why? Because it is shown your nationality. For example, Rafa, right now, you still have your Portuguese accent, and everyone who talk to you will definitely and quickly say that, oh, I know you're from Brazil, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people knows your country without explanation from you.
Mm-hmm.
So no problem. Clarity in pronunciation is a big target. Do not chase for accent. Accent and grammar is in the third and second place. What matter here, pronunciation, and you can communicate with people.
Oh, I think that you gives main advice that you handle with English process because, for example, many people they
Yeah,
start English reading something very boring. Ah, uh, okay. For example, there are people they like about recipes. I like to read recipes, and this person starts reading a scientific scientific.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's very
Right.
wrong. You have to start
Yeah.
to read something that you like. For example, a recipe, or I don't know about meditation. I think that it's so important to know to start with with something that you like, right?
Mhm.
Small tests, for
Can
example,
I?
short
Yeah.
tests.
Can I make an analogy? Analogy here, a simple example. Take a glass. Take a take a one empty glass without anything in it. Empty glass without anything. So, how can you add a new knowledge in an empty glass? We will confuse about that. But if you pour a pure water in an empty glass, whenever you want to color the pure water in the glass, it's easy because the empty glass already filled with water. So it's easy for you to draw. It's easy for you to coloring it. An empty glass with pure water, it will become yellow, red,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what color you want, because you already fill this empty glass with pure water. This is as the same process as your brain. If your brain already filled with basic knowledge, it will make you easier to get another knowledge as your additional accent in learning. It applies to all knowledge, I guess, not only English. I think that's a third question, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh
the third
my good.
question.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Really, really. It's amazing. It's amazing that what you share to us, because I think it's very cool that the person think, okay, I have my accent, but it is making me understandable or no understandable. Because, for
Yep,
example, there are many people that I know they have a strong accent, right?
but
It's
they cannot communicate.
they can't communicate, and it's very hard to see that the person uh, with the strong accent, because um, I think that the purpose of a language is to communicate, right? You should
Yes,
to talk and to
yes,
write in English.
yes,
And I think that
yes,
it's very important the person knows that the grammatic, right? I think that it's
yes,
very important to know grammar, right? It's very important to know
yeah,
grammar, and it's very important to know how to pronunciate, right? To see on the
yes,
dictionary, or to observe other people to communicate. I think that it's very important, this observation process. And after you try to practice, right?
yes,
Because you have the knowledge, you have the input, right? You are input the information, but you have to output this information. How to practice? You don't
exactly.
have the
Yep,
afraid of to speak, right? Because
yep,
speaking it's very important. For example, here right now, okay, we are speaking to each other, and it's very important to know how to speak. It's very good, and you have to write to right to see that, okay, I have a problem in writing process. Okay, how can I start? You start with a small information. Try to know small information and start writing. And I think that it's really important to write, to speak. And yes, of course, you English will be very better. You get better, and yes, of course, it's very good.
yep,
And
exactly,
and
exactly.
my friend Yunita, yes, really, I like that your participation here. Really, it is very cool that our
That's
conversation
fine.
really.
That's fine.
Thank you so much. Thank you, really, thank you about
Sure,
it.
no problem. Sure, sure, no problem.
And my friend, would you like to bring us more information about English, about yourself? It's your time right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So let me ask you first. What do you think about my accent? Do I have accent?
Mm, in some words that I think that you have an accent, right? For example, in R, with R,
Are.
I can perceive, right? Just a little bit, just a little bit. Your accent, I think that it's very understandable for me. It's understandable.
Mhm. Do I have American accent or British accent?
More American, more
More
American,
American. Okay.
more American. Yeah, more
Okay.
American, because yes, you have this mix, right?
Yeah.
Between
Uh-huh.
British and
Uh,
America, but it's more American, right? I can understand you very clearly.
okay. So this is what I said. This is what
Mhm.
I said. Um, uh, my clarity of pronouncing words per words is really matter. I don't care about my accent. Some people said that I have this mixed American and British accent. but I try so hard to have American accent. You know why? It because American is easier for me and for my students to pronounce words per words. As you can see, British is cool. British accent is cool. But there are so many vocabularies which we do not know. Somehow, British accent and British books is like opening a dictionary. So I prefer to have American accent. But that's
Mhm.
all right. Here in Indonesia, since the beginning of English as our foreign language to be an international for us, we have like two books which is released from Cambridge University, which is Britain, and then the other one is American, which is released by the dictionary. So we kind of have two kind of books which publish from two countries. And in those books, somehow there are terms, there are vocabularies which is not persist in American way or in British way. For example, we have American term here like mom and dad. Mom and dad is American, while father and mother is British. So somehow my students keep asking me, which one is the truth? Can we use mother and father and dad and mom? Both are correct. But for a primary school students, they are confusing themselves about using it. So here in my district, I try so hard with my colleagues here to create a book. I also an author of an English book, and we are having this persistence to publish this book only in English and
Oh.
only in American accent.
Mhm.
So my student cannot confuse, but we also introduce what is the terms in British. And this book well known only in in our district. That's good job for us. It's our,
Oh.
like our teamwork.
Uh-huh. Okay,
And
I think I will buy if it's online on PDF. Of course, I will buy. I will share here.
okay, okay. And then you guys, if you are still a beginner of foreign language in English, like I said before, are you having big motivation in learning English here? Do you love English? If you do not love English, do not ever learn English. Because if you don't love English, don't touch English at all. But if you love English, if you love English, it means that you will do anything, everything about that. That's
Mm,
simple. If you
that's
will do
simple.
anything and everything, if you will do anything and everything, you will find like a thousand way how to be able to speak in English well without any teacher, without any tutor, without going to university or school. You will manage to speak English well. I'm sure of that. There are so many evidence, there are so many proof how people succeed in learning English easily. Especially, we have a lot of applications for an English learner to have their ability in English spoken. So don't worry.
Oh, my friend, thank
That's
you.
my message.
It's really, it's very, really, it's amazing that your love um about English really I see that when you talk you love English, you love you love teach, right? Teaching is your passion. I see that really. And really thanks a million for this. Thank you a lot. And I hope that everybody here love your explanation, right? And really
I hope so. I hope so
I
because if you want to be a better person, only you can change it, not somebody else.
it's
Okay?
up to
Because
us.
somebody, yeah, it's really really up to you. You want to be good, change it to be good. If you don't move your ass. That's an idiom. Don't move your ass.
Okay, I don't know if it if it can be on YouTube, but yeah, I'll try.
It's an idiom. It's an American idiom,
Uh-huh.
and mostly American idiom has a lot of harsh words in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that people who already learn English, they finally understand about this. It's
Mm-hmm.
just yeah,
In
yeah,
Portuguese, we
we
have the same meaning.
yeah. Okay then. All right. So you guys in advance, in the level of advance in learning English, if you already know about idioms, American idiom especially, you are not surprised listening to this, because mostly American people will say the F blah 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 and A as so. And British, and in British accent, in British people, they always said Bloody Mary, something
Mm-hmm.
like
Bloody.
so.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard this.
bloody. So it's kind of an additional knowledge. You can
Okay.
use it, you can take it, or you can leave it. No problem.
Yeah. Oh, my friend, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And guys, thank you if if you are still here with us. And really, it was fantastic. Thank you so much. And bye bye, guys. Bye bye, Unita.
Bye bye. See you soon. Take
See,
care. Don't
see
forget to
you.
wear mask. Wash your hand.
Yes, yes. Bye.